Good morning and happy Tea Tuesday, folks. As we approach lunchtime on Tuesday, the day after the sky did not fall. So, Espinosa here in the Albuquerque, New Mexico, in the south side, just outside the city limits, where we get to enjoy a little bit more freedom than normal. About getting ready to put a few miles on my Indian motorcycle FTR. So, big news yesterday with the announcement from Polaris that they are selling off their majority stake in Indian Motorcycle Company, and that they will spin off into an independent motorcycle from under the umbrella of Polaris. So a lot of the majority of stuff I've seen on YouTube and on Facebook is most everyone gloom and doom about the demise of this great American company, and that Polaris is at it yet again with first Victory and now Indian Motorcycle. Well, I think things are a bit different once you dig a little bit deeper than a half inch of snow scraped off of your driveway into what Polaris actually did with Victory, where they started out with Victory, and what they did to bring back this great American brand, Indian Motorcycle, from not completely dead after the folks in California at Gilroy started the company and then moved on to Kings Mountain, and then Polaris acquiring the brand in 2011. That story's been beat to death. But so sky's not falling. I have my old Harleys. I started out on Harley-Davidson. That's my 2003 Fat Bastard in there. Here's my 2022 Indian Motorcycle Pursuit, basically a full dresser Challenger. And there is the first Indian motorcycle that I bought, 2021/22 Indian Motorcycle FTRS. So I started out my riding adventures on that right there. She got T-boned last year. We believe the frame is still good. My insurance company did not total the bike, so no salvage title, clean title, and I will rebuild her. First Harley-Davidson I ever bought. I started out in Harley-Davidson and have been riding motorcycles, mainly Harley-Davidson, since 2001. I bought this bike, ordered it in December of 2000 when I was stationed in Germany. It was delivered to me in Frankfurt Harley-Davidson in Germany in June of 2001, and been riding ever since. So my pride and joy, my 2001 Harley-Davidson Sportster 1200. And then two Sportsters I acquired last year after I wrecked that one. At great deals on these. A 1998 883 Hugger and a 2003 XL Custom 883. And then what was a dream bike, bucket list bike for me for a long time, my Buell, my XB12R 2004 Buell. Great to see that company coming back, and I think they got a shot. The guy's serious. He's in love with the brand, just like a lot of us Buell guys are. And I hope to eventually own one of the newer Buells, but I got my dream bike right now, my 2004 Buell. So showing all my bikes just to, I guess, to show that I am not a fanboy of any particular brand. I started out in Harley-Davidson. They disappointed me with the dealerships and where they went with their service over the past 15 years or so. The Harley-Davidson that exists today is not the Harley-Davidson that I started out with, and what I aspired to get in the 90s, and then finally was able to purchase in 2001 and get into the lifestyle, get into the brand, get into the two-wheel world, which I absolutely love. I own 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 Harley-Davidsons with that fat boy. I'm not going to say never, but there is a slim to none chance that I would ever buy a brand new Harley-Davidson, just because I don't trust their dealerships and the way they treat customers, and I don't trust their service departments, and just bad experiences here in the state of New Mexico and southern Colorado with how they treated me, and how they did not do me justice with servicing my bikes when they were, in fact, doing service on 2 of my Harley-Davidsons before they actually refused to do any. Well, I stopped going to them before they started refusing to do service on my bikes because they were too old. So very, very narrow chance that I would ever go back to Harley-Davidson as a customer. And I think that even with the big news going on today, that Indian Motorcycle will be around for my riding life, for the rest of my riding life. I think they'll be around for quite a while, and I hope longer than quite a while. And I think the brand has a chance to have some huge success as they move forward here with this new company that's taking them over out of California. Very promising is their first executive decision they made with hiring a motorcycle guy and not a pizza or whatever the hell kind of golf pizza guy to run the company, and a guy that is a motorcycle, looks like he's a motorcycle lifestyle kind of guy. Vance and Hines executive, over 20 years with Harley-Davidson as one of their vice presidents, and I think that it's very promising for Indian Motorcycle. Both companies are struggling. I mean, the whole motorcycle industry is struggling. And this video here will probably be my excuse to get back onto YouTube. I'll probably post this on YouTube besides just my Facebook page. But looking forward to riding down to Indian Motorcycle, see what their lead mechanic has to say down there, and their service guy who treat us great. He's also a Harley-Davidson master mechanic. Indian Motorcycle Albuquerque is lucky to have the guy down there running their shop. I think if I didn't think the company had a shot, I wouldn't be planning on purchasing another Indian motorcycle here in about 6 months. And we'll probably purchase a fourth. We'll have 4 Indians by the time 2027 rolls around. So right now I got 2. I'll have 3 in 7 months. And then we'll probably have 4 by 2027. And with that, the sky's not falling. The sun still came up in the east. It set in the west. And we had some beautiful rain here in the Kirky and New Mexico. New Mexico's been getting wet here in the fall for what was missing in the spring and summer. And hopefully it means a good winter, especially in southern Colorado, because the river, the water here in the southwest, we rely heavily on the state of Colorado for their snowfall. Colorado feeds California, Utah, Nevada, Arizona, parts of Mexico, and New Mexico with their water. So we pray for snow up there in Colorado. And with that, with the sky still up there, and with Indian Motorcycle still producing great machines that are still and hopefully continue to be a step ahead of Harley-Davidson. And I'll throw that brand out there. There is nothing wrong with Harley-Davidson bikes. They make great motorcycles. I have friends that ride Harley-Davidsons, and if their dealerships here in New Mexico and their service departments hadn't been such jerk-offs with what they did to my bikes, I probably would have never gone over to Indian and realized what a great American motorcycle company Indian Motorcycle is. But with that being the case and experiencing the other American brand, they are a better motorcycle. And I'm hoping that with now that as they move ahead independently of Polaris, that they'll continue to be an even better motorcycle company than they already are. And with that, for now, from the Kirky, getting ready to head on the FTR, Espinosa out.